All right, so first off, you guys know this is a serious video because clearly I've made... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, as you can see, I made my bed for once. So you know this video is serious. But okay, so what's going on, guys? HawksNest here, back with another Call of Duty mobile video. If you guys are wondering why I put the headset on, I don't actually have anything playing, but I'm just so used to having a headset on when I record videos, so we're gonna wear it. Anyway though, so you guys have seen the title of this video. This is going to be the top 10 skins in Call of Duty Mobile. Obviously, this list is going to be subjective. I'm going to go through my favorite skins. We're going to talk about 10 different skins. Now, obviously, when I talk about a skin, that skin might be on like a ton of different guns. So what I'll do is I'll mention my favorite gun within that skin class, basically. So like think of I think the Color Burst series has like the AK-117, the PDW, there's the Karambit knife. Like there's a bunch of different skins that are Color Burst. But basically, I'll just mention my favorite gun for that skin, and that will be one of the slots, essentially. Anyway, before we actually get started on this top 10 video, if you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure to do that. We are going for 500k right now. We're actually in a little competition with Bobby Plays. So if you guys want to support me and you guys enjoy my content, a like and a sub down below would mean a ton. But let's go ahead and just get right into the list of the top 10 skins in Call of Duty Mobile. Now I actually have my iPad right here so I can actually see the skins that I'm talking about, because I'm not just going to try to do it off memory. We actually have a list and we actually have skins that I personally like the most. And again, as I said, this is a subjective list. So if you guys disagree or agree with anything, make sure to let me know down below in the comment section. All right, so the very first one we're starting off is going to be pretty simple. We're starting out with the Type 25 Pinstripes. Now, I did put the skin at number 10 because in my opinion, it is the cleanest Type 25 skin in the game. And overall, I actually think it would be one of the cleanest skins in the game. This skin is actually a blue rarity, so it doesn't have any like crazy effects. It doesn't have like a different gun model or anything. It's just the way that the lines go on the gun is super clean. Something about it just... Okay, so basically what I'm saying is most skins will just kind of have like a color thrown on it with like some accents and stuff, and it's kind of the same thing for everything. But the Type 25 Pinstripes is the only gun with the pinstripe skin. So you can tell the skin was definitely built for the Type 25. It follows the curvature of it. The color scheme is really nice. Everything about it is just super clean to me. And I think I got it in the Season 1 Battle Pass as the free reward, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think it's fancy enough to go higher on this list, but it is, in my opinion, once again, my favorite Type 25 skin and my favorite blue rarity skin overall. Okay, I actually lied. So coming in at number 9 is another blue rarity skin, so it is actually above the pinstripes, but it is going to be the Lunar New Year, and in my opinion, my favorite Lunar New Year skin is the BY-15, but there is also the HSO 405, I think, which is really cool, but that gun sucks, so. And then also the M16 Lunar New Year as well is super sick, but once again, the BY-15 is my personal favorite of this skin series. Now, something about this color scheme is just really cool. It really fits the BY-15, especially in my opinion. M16, once again, all the skins that I listed, it looks really cool. Once again, just the overall color scheme of the skin looks really cool. It's hard to go in depth with this stuff because it's skins, it's mainly personal preference or not, but again, I do really like this skin because I am a big fan of gold as well, and the gold on this just looks really clean with the pink and like the darker red violet color or whatever. But yeah, so that's definitely going to be coming in at number 9. Why is my phone going off? Nobody messages me. There's a spider on my wall. Bro, that's a fat hobo. You guys can't even see that. I don't think there's any way you'll be able to see it. Dude, I hate spiders so much. Woo! I think it fell into my PC. Alright, so coming in at the number 8 slot is going to be the Lava KRM skin. Obviously, it also has the HG40 and the ICR, I think. But overall, I think the KRM Lava is super sick because of number 1, the KRM is literally only in the game with that skin. So every time I see it, every time I see the Lava skin, I associate it with the KRM. And the sound of the KRM as well is super beefy. So just everything tied together makes the KRM Lava skin super sick. Obviously, it looks cool. It has like the really cool actual lava effect to it. Obviously, like there's the HeatStroke, and that's kind of like fire behind glass. That's what it kind of looks like. Whereas the lava skin is legitimately, it looks like the gun is made out of lava. And also with like the HG40 and the ICR, it has like this like underbarrel thing, I think, on it, which makes it look super beefy. So again, every time I see the lava skin, I just think of zombies, and I just think of the perk that it had in Zombies 2, where like it's super explosive or whatever. I don't know how to describe it, but every time I see the lava skin, I just think like that thing is super fear-inducing. All right, so coming in at number 7 is the tank skins. Now, in my opinion, and this kind of sucks because the gun sucks, my favorite tank skin is going to be the HS0405. There's also the AK-47 tank, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I'm not positive, but I think those are the only 2 tank skins. But something about the HSO, just it looks so sick, and I wish the HSO was actually like a a good shotgun, if not the best shotgun. That way I could use that skin all the time, but it's not. It's one of the worst shotguns, so I don't get to use it that often. But regardless, just the look of it is very here. Let me pull it up so I can look at it a little bit more. I kind of have this one memorized because I did a gun sync video with this skin, so I looked at it a lot. But yeah, just the cut of it and everything, and the color scheme of it makes it look extremely like futuristic and military at the exact same time. It looks like something you'd see out of like Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4. I don't know, just the overall like theme of it looks really cool, and the exact same thing goes for the AK-47 tank as well. Now, next up at number 6 is going to be basically here for the exact same reasons as the tank skin, and that is the CQB gun skins. And in my opinion, the M4 CQB is the best, but there's also, I think, the Tricom and the LK24 CQB, which I don't think I have either of. I only have the M4 one. Unfortunately, I didn't open that many crates, so I didn't get lucky enough to get either of those skins, but both of those look really cool. But I'm going to be putting M4 as the best one just because it's the only one I have. But in terms of those 3 guns, the best gun is most definitely the LK24, so that would be the one you'd use the most if you had it. But I'm stuck with just the M4 CQB, so I don't get to use it that often. But when I do use it, it looks sick. It's definitely my favorite M4 skin in the game. So yeah, that's going to be coming in at number 6. Now, coming in at number 5, currently this skin is only on one gun. If you guys know what it is, I'm going to give you guys a sec to guess what this is. It's a super popular skin, not because people use it, but because everyone wants it. And if you guys haven't already guessed it, it's the HBR A3 Dragon Dance. Now, this came out in a lucky draw, I think like 3 months ago. There has been one gun that's leaked with this skin that'll be coming out in the future, and that is the NA45 sniper rifle, which hasn't been released yet. But when it does get released, it should have the Dragon Dance skin, and that is one skin because I've actually seen like that leak. I'll try to find it and put the screenshot on the screen right now. But yeah, so the Dragon Dance skin overall, something about the gold on, I don't know, I'm a sucker for gold, but the gold like dragon that goes around it looks super clean, and it just goes really well with the red. A lot like the what was it, the Lunar New Year skin, but a little bit more red, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. So like if you look at the dragon, I don't think it actually sticks out, but the way the dragon on it looks, I don't know if I can catch focus here, but the dragon on it just looks really like it's sticking out, like it's actually a chunk of gold. And then the strap is black and gold as well. So I don't know, something about that just looks really cool to me. And it's funny I'm saying I'm a sucker for gold because of something that's going to be coming soon, which might surprise a lot of you, to be honest. Okay, so that was number 5, the Dragon Dance skin. So coming in at number 4, this is actually going to be a tie because I think these two skins are very similar. They're just kind of like different colors, and that is going to be the Glacier skin and the Eruption skin. Now, my personal favorite Glacier skin is going to be the Arctic 50, and my favorite Eruption skin is going to be the KN44 or the DLQ. I think it's kind of tied personally. Probably the DLQ because that's actually probably one of my favorite DLQ skins. My favorite KN44 skin actually comes later in the video. That's kind of a spoiler. But yeah, so I have these two tied because they are very, very similar. One is blue and one is gray, but the overall look of it is extremely similar, so I put these in the same slot. But in terms of the Glacier, I really like it because it's like, oh, there's also a blue skin. I just realized it's not a purple skin. But anyway, it's an animated blue skin, and something about like the, I don't know, it has this really cool effect. Where here, let me look at it real quick so I can describe exactly what I'm talking about. I know I said earlier I'm looking at it, but sometimes I say it and then I'm trying to picture it and I can't remember exactly what it looks like and how to describe it. Okay, so looking at the M4 Glacier, so yeah, you can tell it's just this really subtle effect, but the fact that the Glacier effect goes on the entire gun, like there's not a single piece that sticks out, makes it look extremely clean and just makes it look like it's literally a piece of ice, which I think is really unique. And then the Eruption is kind of the same thing, but the cool thing about the Eruption is it doesn't cover that sounds weird. It doesn't cover the entire gun, but the pieces that it doesn't cover are actually gray, so it fits in with the Eruption theme. So overall, it just makes for like a really clean looking skin. All right, coming in at number 3 is actually going to be another tie. Apologize for that. These two are just, again, very similar, so it's hard to like separate them because in my opinion, they're like the same skin with like slightly different colors, but that's going to be the Dream Crystal and the Color Spectrum. Now, more specifically, the Color Spectrum KN44 and the Dream Crystal Man of War. I think Dream Crystal only has the Pharaoh as the other one, and then I think the Color Spectrum only is on the KN44 at the moment. I know there's other guns that are leaked with this skin, but at the moment, the KN44 is the only one. Both of these are super cool. I think I'll probably take the KN44 just because, I don't know, I think I like the KN44 more than the Man of War by a lot, so I use that a little bit more often. But the Dream Crystal skin is also super clean looking, and I think it's very similar to the Dream Crystal overall. I don't know, it's kind of like water versus rainbow in a way. It's like you have this ocean as the Dream Crystal, and then you have like the rainbow going into the ocean as the Color Spectrum. I don't know, both of them look very similar to me, but obviously one's a little bit more bright and colorful, and one's a little bit more dark and watery and majestic. I don't know, dude. I don't know how to describe gun skins. But yeah, definitely both really cool gun skins, absolutely. All right, so this takes me to my number 2 slot, and my number 2 slot is actually going to be the LK24, but 2 different skins. It is once again a tie, but these two are also like near identical except for the colors, and that is going to be the blue versus red, CyberSpace versus HeatStroke. And once again, my favorite for both of these is going to be the LK24. Something about the black on the LK24 just really suits the red on the HeatStroke and the blue on the CyberSpace. Looks super cool. I know the CyberSpace RPD is also really sick. But yeah, so both of these skins are very similar. It's like the exact same thing, except again, one is blue and one is red. The HeatStroke is much more like of a actual like a firestorm or something. It's like if I recorded a burning forest or something, and then I put that onto a gun, that's what that would look like. And then the CyberSpace is, I don't know, it's like CyberSpace, I guess. So again, it's very similar. I kind of wish the CyberSpace was more like water, kind of like the Dream Crystal, I guess, but then it would make for the CyberSpace and the HeatStroke to be like fire versus water, I guess. But obviously they're not going to do that because the CyberSpace skin is not going to look like water. It's going to look like CyberSpace. Now, before we get into number one, we're going to talk about the honorable mentions, because I know there's a lot of skins you guys probably wanted me to mention. So we're going to go ahead and breeze through some of my favorite ones that weren't mentioned inside of this list. And that is going to be the Cosmos, specifically the Locust skin. This is a lot like number one, actually, but slightly different. I left this off because I just don't like green that much, and I don't like the gun that it's on that much either, the Locust, so it didn't make it to the top 10 just solely because of those two reasons. But I do think it, oh no, actually I lied, the Cosmos is also on the Razorback as well. I do like the Cosmos Razorback, and I actually, now that I think about it, maybe should have made the list. This would probably be like number 11 if I was being honest, but yeah, so the Cosmos, pretty cool. Probably should have made the list, but once again, did not. The next one is highly controversial because I know a lot of people are in love with these skins, especially since it's credit store skins, but that is going to be the Black and Gold. And more specifically, I think the M4 LMG is my favorite out of the Black and Gold series, or maybe the Arctic 50. I don't know for sure. I left this off just because personally I'm not a fan of the way the gold and the black looks on it. It kind of looks plasticky. I don't know, it just doesn't look authentic to me. It looks really plasticky and just not something I want to use. I don't know, it's really hard to describe, but I'm just not a big fan of these skins. I think there is a variant of this that's a lot cooler that we're about to mention, but yeah, so definitely something a lot of people expecting me to put on here, but I actually left off just because, again, not a personal favorite for me. Next up is the Color Burst skins, including the Karambit as my favorite Color Burst skins. I left these off because I like the Color Burst theme and I like how it looks and I think it's cool, but I just never find myself using any of my Color Burst skins because I always think I have better skins. For yeah, every skin that I listed, if it was that skin instead of the Color Burst, I would take those ones. So this one was a close favorite to the list, like it almost made it on, but again, not really something that I'm a major fan of, except the Karambit skin, which is really cool. Next up is the Magma Comb. Not going to speak too much on this because it's okay. I like it. It looks cool, but it's not really a top favorite for me. The next one after that is the Black and Gold Wraith. I think currently there's only two Black and Gold Wraith skins, and that's the AK-47 and the pistol, which is the MW11. But I don't know. So the AK-47, it looks cool, but it's just a little too much for me. Like, it doesn't look like a gun. It looks like a, I can't describe it. It looks cool, not my favorite. But the pistol, probably one of my favorite guns in the game. I don't actually have it. I didn't do the lucky draw. I should have. I regret it. But the pistol inside of that looks super clean. I don't know how to describe it, but that's probably one of my favorite. No, it is my favorite pistol skin in the game, bar none. That is a super cool looking pistol skin. All right, next up out of my honorable mentions is going to be the High Noon skin. Now, I left this one off because I don't actually have it. The High Noon Outlaw, I do think it's a super cool looking skin. It's really fantasy, like it has a swirling thing around it. It's not realistic at all. I kind of like a little bit more realistic skins generally, even though my number one skin isn't that realistic, but still I think the High Noon skin is really cool. I don't have it though, so that's why I left it off the list, because I can't really give my opinion on something I don't have. Well, I can, but like I just wanted to leave off things that I don't have out of this list. So yeah, that is going to be one of my honorable mentions, and then my final honorable mention is going to be the Pumpkin Knife. Now this thing looks cool, it's all right, but the two coolest things about it is, number one, the animation of it is super dope. You like flick it out, flip it, I don't know, the animation is sick. And then number two is, this is easily, well, not easily, I would say this is one of the top 3 most rare items in the entire game. This was a season 1 crate weapon. It came out, I think, right around Halloween, because again, it is a Halloween skin. It was also really expensive to get. I think it cost me like $200 or $300 out of crates, so it was like ridiculously rare. Came out when the game was kind of new, so there wasn't like a ton of people spending money. There wasn't a lot of people that knew if they were going to be dedicated to the game. Only really YouTubers went for it, and I think actually I might have been the only YouTuber. I can't think of any other YouTuber that got this, so even out of the people that spend a lot of money, there's barely anyone that owns it. So that is going to be my final honorable mention, and now we're going to go to my favorite skin in the game, and a skin that I really, really wish wasn't behind a paywall, because this skin in other games is never in a paywall, but for some reason in COD Mobile it is. Okay, so number one is going to be the Dark Matter skin, and more specifically, it's going to be the ICR1 Dark Matter. I think the only other Dark Matter skin is the Razorback, which I actually don't have. I didn't go for it because I already had the Razorback Cosmos, which is funny because I put this skin at number 1 and Locust Cosmos not even on this list. But anyway, that's besides the point. So the ICR-1 Dark Matter is my personal favorite skin in the game because number one, the ICR is the coolest looking gun in the game in my opinion. I think the animation of it, the iron sights, everything about it is just super sick. Unfortunately, not a great gun. With the buff this season, it's definitely got okay, but it's still not something that you're going to see at high tier ranked unless people are either challenging themselves or absolutely know how to use it at long range, and that's pretty much it. So once again, it's my favorite skin. The animation of it is sick. The ICR shape is really cool. The iron sights are cool. I like the little green part of the iron sight. I think it like looks really cool with the purple part of the gun. It's kind of like neon-y too. I don't know. Something about it is just really sick. So that is going to be it for my top 10 list. I'm not going to lie, my feet hurt. I've never recorded a video standing up, but I wanted to try it because number one, I've been sitting all day. I think I've made 2 videos, I've streamed, and this is the 3rd video that I'm making. So I've been going crazy with the uploads and everything, trying to get as much content out as possible, trying to hit 500K, trying to make the best content possible for you guys, as well as obviously myself, because I try to keep myself at a kind of a high standard with all of my content. Even with a top 10 video, I'm hoping this comes out to be a really entertaining video. And I think there's a spider on my foot. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like and a sub down below if you guys did. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my picks. And yeah, with all of that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later. Now, time for me to sit and edit this. But yeah, peace.